I'm back, and today I would like to talk about another suspected race soldier who violently body slammed the African American elementary school teacher twice during a arrest. I'm gonna read you guys some of the article, and I'm gonna have the link in my description so you guys can check it out for yourself. It's gonna be an article and a video of the incident. Article says Austin authorities are investigating two police officers after the violent arrest of a black school teacher during a traffic stop. The video shows Officer Brian Richard hurling Breon King, 26, out of her car into the ground just seconds after telling her to close her car door during the June 15, 2015 incident. See, that's a red flag for me right there. Let's pause and analyze this. This happened in 2015, June, last summer. Why is this video just and this information now just being brought to light? See, you see how the media tries to cause division and add fuel to the fire because the tensions are already high between African Americans and minorities and these police, some of these police officers, aka race soldiers. See, that should raise a red flag in your brain right there. But I digress and continue to read the article. In an arrest report, Richard wrote that he had pulled King over for going 50 miles per hour in a 35 miles per hour zone. He said that King was uncooperative and resisted arrest, of course, by pulling away from him and holding on to the steering wheel. King is heard screaming and Richard grabs her and yells at her, "Stop resisting." Like all racial, they always do that. They always lie. See, like I told y'all, white supremacy is built on deception and pure lies. King said, and I analyzed the video before you said, "Well, how do you know?" I seen the video multiple times. I analyzed it, so you can see it for yourself. King said she didn't have a chance to obey the officer's orders. It happened really fast. He said, "I wasn't even given enough time." After King is in custody, Richards tells two other officers that he didn't want to hit her, but she took a swing at her, which is a lie, because you'll clearly see in the video she didn't. A distraught King was driven to the police station by Officer Patrick, with whom she tried to discuss racism, because she didn't trust the officer who initially slammed her, because this could have easily been another Sandra Bland, by the way. Spradlin is heard telling her, "So many white people are afraid of blacks because of your violent tendencies, and I don't blame them," he says. See, that should raise another red flag. He's clearly perpetuating white supremacist Fox, CNN, MSNBC racist rhetoric. But I digress for a minute on that. Let's continue. He goes on to say, because of their appearance and whatnot, some of them are very intimidating. At the time, Richard was ordered to attend counseling, of course, and additional training, the lowest level of discipline given by Austin Police Department. Spradlin was not punished. Austin Police Chief Art Acevedo said this week that there would be an internal review of the incident in addition to criminal investigation. He said he regrets not knowing about the incident sooner. After reviewing both videos, I and our leadership team were highly disturbed and disappointed in both the way Ms. King was approached and handled and the mindset that we saw on display in the video, he said. King was charged with resisting arrest, but Travis County Attorney David Escamilla dropped that charge after reviewing the footage earlier this year. Travis County District Attorney Rosemary Limburg said she will most likely present the case against Richard to a grand jury. As for King, she says she has hired attorneys and is considering a lawsuit over the incident, which she said has changed her feelings about police. "I've become fearful to live my life," she said. "I would rather stay home. I've become afraid of people who are supposed to protect me and take care of me." So, I'm going to go back to that cop who drove her to the station and said, because of you guys' violent tendencies. Okay, number one, if you guys seen my FBI report on the statistics of crime versus African Americans and Europeans, you will see that they lead in damn near every category, especially violent crimes, murders, and home invasions. And you're talking about violent tendencies. We can say that about y'all. We ought to be scared of y'all. We didn't enslave white people for 400 years and counting. We never bombed any white churches. We didn't lynch white people from trees. We didn't infect white people in Tuskegee. I can go on and on about European violent tendencies. So you don't even give us that bullshit about us having violent tendencies. And you talk about we're scared. If you're scared, you shouldn't be a fucking police officer. That makes no sense. And there's another point. Why isn't this story being brought to the bright light? Once again, where you at, Fox, MSNBC, CNN, ABC? Where y'all at? Feminist group? See, this is what we talking about. Why we think the feminist group only attends to Europeans, and you black women were right along marching. This is why I say stop marching with these folks who don't fight for you. Stop, because they don't care about y'all like that. But I'm happy this sister is alive to tell her story. And of course she's suing, so I hope she gets broke off, because she ought to get broke off. Y'all see this video? This lady got away like no more than 110 pounds soaking wet. This officer is probably about 6'3", 250. And he is just slamming this girl like a goddamn WWE wrestling match. It's very disturbing. It's sad. But like I said, I'm glad she's alive to tell her story. And of course they're going to do a long investigation. I really don't expect any criminal charges to be filed against him. I don't expect him to get convicted on anything, which is sad, but y'all know how that goes. But like I said, I'm going to leave the link in the description. Y'all check out the video and the article. Let me know what y'all think. Get in the comments, like, subscribe, share the video.